For example 1, Alexa went to the grocery store and purchased cans of soup and frozen dinners. Each can of soup has 350 milligrams of sodium, and each frozen dinner has 650 milligrams of sodium. Alexa purchased twice as many frozen dinners as cans of soup, and they all collectively contain 6,600 milligrams of sodium. Write and solve a system of equations for the given scenario. So first thing we need to do is define what our variables are. So for this example, let's have x and y be our variables. Now remember that variables represent what we don't know. So in this problem, we don't know the number of cans of soup she bought or the number of frozen dinners she bought. So let's let x and y represent those two unknowns. Then from there, underlining what you do know and kind of writing those to the side might be helpful to set up the other equations. So here we know that each can of soup has 350 milligrams of sodium, each frozen dinner contains 650 milligrams of sodium, and then total she bought 6,600 milligrams of sodium. So using that information, we can set up an equation for number 1 where the number of cans times how much sodium is in each plus the number of frozen dinners times how much sodium is in each of those should equal 6,600. Now for our second equation, we kind of need to use a representation for that last information there. So it says, purchase twice as many frozen dinners as cans of soup. So here, I can say 1 can should get me 2 cans 4, 5 cans 10, okay? So to make those two sides equal to one another, I would need to take 2 times 1 to get me 2, and so on and so forth. So basically, you're taking 2 times the number of cans, which equals the number of frozen dinners. So replacing those with our variables, we get the equation of 2x equals y. Now notice that this equation is set up to be equal to one variable, which is y, so we can use substitution to help us solve. So now I use the first equation, I'm going to plug in the second equation in for y, and then solve from there. So 650 times 2x gets me 1300x. Putting those two like terms together on the same side gets me 1650x. Then dividing allows me to get x equals 4. Then I go back to the second equation, plug in what I know for x, find that y is 8. Therefore, Alexa bought 4 cans of soup and 8 frozen dinners. Catch her on the rebound.